World of YouTube Archie here. I'm on Washington Street in Leominster, Mass. And today's video is another haunted place in Mass. I don't know if this place is haunted, but I'm going to tell you something. I believe it is. Due to the structural buildings around here, in Leominster here, you got a lot of these buildings around here that are very architecturally built, very elegant, but also due to the years they were built in, I'm gonna say they are very well haunted. In this house right here, I had a dream that I was standing on top of this roof, but it was not looking like this. In my dream, it had like, I would say kind of like a gothic look with like horns sticking out of it, you would want to say, and a building structure that was built like a future type thing, but in an old manner way, I would say, and it would stick up and curve this way and that way, and but it was just very strange, odd dream that I had. And the only reason why I come here to bring this to my to the world's attention is because not too far from this house is another house that is haunted. And every time I drive through this part of town, I always do get feelings, and my feelings with ghosts lately, and even in the past, have been very strong. And I get something in this area every time I drive by it, and the reason why I probably had that dream of this house, it was just weird how the roof would curve into different designs and wavy links, but as you can see, the building is very, very old. And the structure of it is, architecturally wise, very unique. It is all brick, as you can see, but I'm going to put it on a line to say something in this area did happen. And I'm going to bring it just down the street to another house that's in this neighborhood. It's on Orchard Street. It was on Ghost Hunters TV show, to be exact, but like I said, I just really wanted to document this because of the simple fact that, like I say, when I drive down these roads and look at these houses that are structurally built this way, and know that there is hidden history that you're never going to know of, because you never know what happened back in them days. People died in them houses. Even this house right here, it is abandoned, no one lives in, but very structurally old. This whole neighborhood is old and but I was looking up on the internet the other day of other places in Mass to find hauntedness, and this one happened to come up. And it is 99 Orchard Street, and here it is right here, a dual house here that was on the show Ghost Adventure, not Ghost Hunters. And I gotta go. I'm gonna talk and drive while I go by that, but I just wanted to show that and document it. But I mean, this whole area, to me, when I drive through this, I get a feeling of energy throughout this whole neighborhood. So I'm gonna drive through it quickly and show you though. But all the houses and the designs, of course, they were all built, well back in the 1800s, 1700s. I think alone, let alone in this part of town also, I think would be called the first, half of the town to be built, because back in them days the houses were always so close. And some of these houses are newer, but the ones I just showed you were like going into Main Street and being like the first houses built, and that's how towns used to, work their way through the city to build like off the main roads, and eventually work their way out around into the suburb areas, you would call it. But like I said, these houses are very old, and a lot of them I can see now coming closer, further out this way. Yeah, look like you got houses that have been here since the 60s, but it's just very strange that when you go through that part of Orchard Street and West Street and all together, let alone, I get this vibe. And I've been meaning to document that house in my dream I had, but I haven't had time up till now. And like I said, it's not too far from that other house on Orchard Street, which is haunted. And if you look it up on there, you'll see it on the website and whatnot. But unexplained open doors, footsteps walking up to you, all the paranormal stuff that goes on. There's a figure in there of a woman, I believe, and I think a man also. But as you can see, getting out in these further out, we got houses that are built, newer, probably the 60s through the 70s, back in probably to the 30s. But that area of Orchard Street and everything, them houses, you go through that neighborhood, if you're local and you see this video, you get the time, you go through there, you'll see the architectural of the house. And they're not built like they are back then, like they are today, with just slapped together, square box, triangle top. I mean, they put their details in these houses back then, even in the buildings of, old buildings. I don't even know what happened to architectural, but it ain't just the common, square house or boxed house or triangle house. I mean, they put their details, and if you go in that area, it's a good portion of the town when it first opened up. That's why I think you get the vibes in there, because if anybody knows about history and people living in their houses back then, they died in them. But I just wanted to document that and show you and tell you, of course, the dream I had staying on that friggin' house. And I don't know what the friggin' concept of the dream was, but it was just like the eerie feeling I got in my dream I get when I drive by it. I always have, always will. And I even did the rubbish route in that area, and I mean, it's like something's there, and I just want to document it. Because if something did serious happen there, like maybe in the King Philip's War back in the 1500s, I mean, something serious happened there, and it's just, it lingers there, and I know it. So, and all this stuff I've been getting and reading, and it's just there. So if anybody wants to go by there, see if they got any feeling vibes, do so. But also check out them buildings and see, and you'll know why it's just a part of history. It needs to be seen. But till the next video, YouTube, picking up my kid here, with more coming out.